We are examining the core focus of Study Unit 3. As this image outlines, we are analyzing sales forecasting and demand planning through the lens of the transition to the autonomous era. For years, corporate departments operated in total isolation. Marketing projected leads, sales projected revenue, and the supply chain projected capacity, each using their own datasets without checking the others. This lack of communication creates a jagged, volatile line graph for inventory. If marketing successfully spikes demand while the factory is already at 100% capacity, the system fractures, creating a distortion known as the bullwhip effect. Relying on manual spreadsheets and historical moving averages, essentially guessing the future based on the past, leaves an organization exposed. In a highly volatile and unpredictable global market, these manual methods simply cannot react fast enough to stay accurate. Success now requires a move away from department-level guesswork toward a unified demand integration framework. This Venn diagram shows the necessary synchronization between the marketing budget, sales forecast, and supply chain capacity. Where they overlap is financial reconciliation. Here, factory volume is mathematically aligned with revenue targets. Once that foundation is set, the system utilizes Pillar 2, scenario planning. Predicting only one possible future is a risk. If that single-point forecast is wrong, the entire supply chain is out of position. Instead, the system builds three-tiered forecasts simultaneously: an optimistic path, a pessimistic path, and the most likely scenario. Autonomous AI agents monitor external signals within these pathways. If the system detects a potential lithium shortage or a strike at a shipping port, it can flag the threat to the sales plan months in advance. By integrating departments and mapping these futures, an organization transforms the supply chain from a reactive burden into a predictive advantage. High-speed accuracy comes from Pillar 3, real-time analytics and demand sensing. Here, the focus shifts from long-term quarterly projections to immediate actionable data. While traditional forecasting looks months ahead, sensing looks at the next 48 hours. It pulls data in real time, shrinking the wait for insights to zero. Direct API integrations between a buyer's inventory and a seller's CRM allow for dynamic rerouting. If a buyer's pattern changes on a Tuesday morning, the system can instantly offer that stock to another customer on a waiting list. However, the data isn't the only challenge. Pillar 4, managing forecast bias, addresses the fact that human behavior often undermines the most accurate systems. This graphic highlights the sandbagging problem, where sales professionals intentionally underforecast to hit targets. To counter this, the AI acts as an unbiased arbiter, requiring a qualitative, strategic justification to override its mathematical baseline. Real-time demand sensing is only effective when an unbiased algorithm anchors the planning cycle, keeping individual incentives from distorting the truth. Entrusting operational decisions to algorithms requires Pillar 5, ethical governance. Leaders must manage the transition from human-led tasks to automated systems. This requires algorithmic transparency. If an AI agent decides to deprioritize a small client's order in favor of a larger one, the organization must be able to explain that logic to maintain trust. Scraping local buyer data also requires strict adherence to privacy laws like GDPR and POPIA. Salespeople must be trained on the legalities of data sharing to protect the organization. Responsibility remains with the people. When an autonomous forecast makes a critical error, the human managers bear the accountability for the outcome. This shifts the role of the sales professional. You are no longer a manual data entry clerk spending hours on spreadsheets. You are now an exception manager. You intervene only when the AI flags an anomaly it lacks the context to understand, such as a one-off political shift or a unique strategic partnership. The modern sales engine pairs predictive data integration with strategic human oversight to produce a single, accurate version of the truth.